Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we continue to build decks led by the legendary creatures from the Final Fantasy set. Leading today's $100 budget deck is the main character of Final Fantasy VIII, Squall, SeeD Mercenary. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Squall, SeeD Mercenary is a 4-mana 3/4 legendary human knight mercenary. Whenever a creature we control attacks alone, it gains double strike until the end of turn. Additionally, whenever Squall deals combat damage to a player, we return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from our graveyard to the battlefield. Now, careful listeners will note that the reanimation ability says whenever Squall deals combat damage, and that Squall gives lone attacking creatures double strike. So if Squall swings out and hits an opponent, we can bring back 2 cards. And as I've stated several times on this channel, reanimation is a form of card advantage. At the start of the game, Squall is sparring with his longtime rival, Cypher. This is actually just from the opening cutscene of the video game. While it may look ancient now, when it came out, it was top-tier animation. At the start of the game, Squall is a loner. He doesn't want to rely on others and doesn't want others to rely on him. This stems from his abandonment issues, but he doesn't realize this till much later. Final Fantasy VIII could be an interesting study on memory loss and how it affects trauma, or how some trauma still exists even after memories disappear. But this is a Commander channel, not a paranormal psychology channel. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. The Return to Earth Boulder series is unique in that they are made almost entirely of renewable resources rather than plastic. And lately, Ultimate Guard has been printing these not just in solid colors, but with artist print, like the new Squaros series. As part of a set, you can call upon all the Ninja Turtles to protect your Commander decks, like this one featuring Leonardo. Pick yours up today at your local game store, or order it on Amazon. Link down below. In order to build a functional Commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lanes and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm currently streaming over on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. For lands, we've got Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Isolated Chapel, Snowfield Sinkhole, Sunlit Marsh, Tainted Field, Fetid Heath, Caves of Koilos, Shine Shadow Snarl, Orzhov Basilica, Rogue's Passage, Bajuka Bog, Myriad Landscape, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, Broker's Hideout, Cabaret Courtyard, Maestro's Theater, Obscura Storefront, Riveteer's Overlook, 8 Plains, and 8 Swamps. Remember, our commander allows us to bring back permanents whenever he deals combat damage to an opponent, so having a few budget fetch lands is a good thing. Our mana ramp consists of Danitha Capuchin Paragon, Sword of the Animist, Wayfarer's Bauble, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Hierarchy, Orzhov Signet, Marble Diamond, Charcoal Diamond, Mind Stone, Felwar Stone, Solemn Simulacrum, and Thrawn Dynamo. Lots of mana rocks, plus some thematic ramp. For card advantage, we're running Key to the City, Mask of Memory, Pure Steel Paladin, Buried Alive, Srom Senior Edificer, Zephyr Boots, Phyrexian Arena, Forge Anew, Sun Titan, Unmarked Grave, Night's Whisper, Sign in Blood, and Siphon Mind. Some thematic card advantage, but also some staples, as is right and proper. Our interaction and spot removal package consists of Accursed Marauder, Plague Crafter, Swords to Plowshares, Path to Exile, Fleshbag Marauder, Anguished Unmaking, Generous Gift, Despark, Fracture, Disenchant, Darksteel Mutation, Mortify, and Vindicate. Lots of ways to remove annoying permanents. For board wipes, we've got Damn, Toxic Deluge, Farewell, and Single Combat. Flexible and powerful, exactly what you want for board wipes. The core of our deck consists of Brotherhood Regalia, All That Glitters, Trailblazer's Boots, Loxodon Warhammer, Blackblade Reforged, Basilisk Collar, Thrawn Power Suit, Champion's Helm, Hero's Heirloom, Colossus Hammer, Maul of the Skyclaves, Dragonfire Blade, Lionheart, Genji Glove, Nettle Cyst, Spirit Mantle, and Glasswing Grace. Supporting our plan, we've also got Bastion Protector, Swiftfoot Boots, and Selfless Spirit. Not too shabby. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources split between 36 lands, 13 pieces of ramp, and 1 MDFC. Right on target. 14 pieces of card advantage counting our commander. 13 pieces of interaction. 4 board wipes. 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Bajuka Bog and Farewell. Several sudden I win cards. As a Voltron deck, the main way our deck wins is by attacking. With our commander giving himself double strike, we only need to get him to 11 power in order to one-shot an opponent. So the key to winning is cards like Rogue's Passage or Brotherhood Regalia, or any of our other effects that make our commander unblockable. Obviously, there are several stronger cards that we could run. Sigarda's Aid to help lower the mana cost for equipping, or better ramp effects like Smothering Tithe or Sword of Hearth and Home. But none of those fit in a budget deck. Are you building a Squall SeeD Mercenary commander deck? What about a deck led by one of the other legendary creatures from the Final Fantasy set? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alix, Borgie, Nazwin, Conga, Robert Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richardson, Boomy, Osira, Justin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Yori, and Sleech. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.